So, again, I'm Addi. This is Jarli and that's Shaun.
You were born in Maverickville?
No.
Yes.
What was growing up?
What was it
Their
like
life.
growing up there?
Well, wasn't there very long actually, before we moved to Feakhurst.
Feakhurst, yeah.
What was it like growing up in Feakhurst?
What was it like growing up in Feakhurst?
Do you have any memories of growing up in Feakhurst?
Yes, I do.
I see on here it says that you like going to the creek and
yeah.
catching tadpoles.
Yeah, catching tadpoles.
Yeah.
And there were stepping stones across the creek for when it flooded.
Yeah.
And one day my brother, who was younger than me, was walking across and fell in. And I can still remember pulling him out by his heels. I can still remember what he was wearing. It's such a vivid memory.
So it says you have three children.
Yes.
What genders are they?
2 girls and a boy in the middle.
Yeah. And then you have one sibling, a brother?
Yes.
Okay. So some of the major events in your life were getting married, traveling to Italy, Scotland, which is the land where your dad was born.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain more on some of the major events in your life?
No, I won't what? Well, I met my husband we used to go to a dance at the Rivoli at Hurstville.
Yeah.
And I was a dance teacher.
Oh, yeah?
And so it was old time dance. You wouldn't know anything about that. And someone said to my husband, that girl's a good teacher. Go and ask her to dance. So he came and asked me to dance. And one thing led to another, and then he invited me out. Oh, we used to have an interval.
Oh, yeah?
And the boys would ask the girls down to the milk bar for a milkshake or something. So that's where it started. And then one thing led to another, and we used to go on dates to the movies in the theatre in the city. I think I wrote all that down. Did I write all that down?
No. Around what time was this? Like 19...
19... I was born in 1942 when I was 17 when we met. So what does that? You can use your maths.
17... you were born in 1942 and you were 17 when you met.
Yeah.
So
1942 plus 17.
So 42 plus
Got a 9 on the
17.
end of it.
17 plus 42. My brain is 59. So 1959 you met.
Yes, okay. Well, we were married in 1962.
Okay. Well, good. It's good then that he asked you to dance, because
Yeah.
and traveling to Italy and Scotland, what was that like?
Oh, it was wonderful. Italy spoiled me for Australia forever.
Are you Italian?
No,
she's-
my daughter married an Italian.
I'm Italian.
I'm Italian.
You've been there?
No, I'm going next year.
Yeah. Which part of Italy?
I should know this.
North or south?
Trieste.
Where's that?
South, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, my daughter lives in the north.
Yeah.
Near Milan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
Yeah, how old's your daughter?
How old?
Yeah.
She was born in 1970.
Trieste.
Where's that?
South, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, my daughter lives in the north.
Yeah.
Near Milan.
So...
One of the reasons why I wanted a third child is because I was the elder one and a younger brother, and I didn't think that was right.
Yeah.
You should have if you're going to have a brother, he should be a big brother to look after you.
Yeah.
Right? And so I had the same situation with a girl and then a boy, and I thought, no.
Yeah.
And I longed to have a sister. I would have loved to have had a sister.
Yeah.
So I was so glad when the third one was a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a brother.
I'm the only child.
Yeah.
Sean, you have a sister, don't you? So it says here that some of your occupations were you were a secretary, a receptionist, and like a scribe.
And a what?
And I don't know what that last one is. There.
A stenographer.
Okay, a stenographer.
I don't think they have them anymore. You write shorthand.
Oh yeah. So what were they like? What were those jobs like?
I think I enjoyed the receptionist's job more than anything because I had that contact with people. But when I worked at Cronulla, at the Division of Fisheries, and it was the CSIRO in those days.
Wait, did you work at Cronulla Golf Club?
No.
No, Jarli, she did not.
It was right down.
No, Jarli, she did
It
not.
was right down at the South Cronulla, and the office was looking straight across at Bundina.
Ah, Bundina. Bundina's nice.
Across there. Yeah.
Is there any childhood memories you would like to talk about with us?
Oh yes, we used to go up to the entrance.
Oh yeah.
Holidays, and I can remember long jetty. Catching little tiddlers, and we really should have thrown them back in, but we didn't in those days.
Yeah. You were born in 1942. How old were you when World War II ended? 3?
World War what?
World War II.
Well, actually, I was born in May 1942, and that was the time when there was a Japanese submarine actually came into Sydney Harbour.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any memories from the war?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because you were about 3 when it ended.
Yeah.
If I'm right. Did it affect you in any way, or did it affect your family in any way?
No, I don't think so.
Were any of your family in the war?
No.
Okay, that's good. What was your favourite hobby growing up?
Reading. I was a great reader.
Oh yeah.
What else? I was never great at sport.
Yeah.
I did. I was good at school.
Oh yeah. Dancing? Did you ever do dancing? Because you were a dance teacher.
No.
Yeah.
No, we basically went dancing to meet boys.
Yeah.
And no computers.
No computers.
No computers.
Oh yeah, because
And no mobile phones.
Charlie, can you imagine a life without Fortnite?
I'd be gone.
You'd be gone.
Make sure the microphone's better.
Okay.
What would you be gone from?
No. I wouldn't like life if I didn't have Fortnite.
Fortnite's a video game that they all play. So, would you rather live in your childhood that you grew up in, or a childhood today?
That's a hard question. I don't know. I think life was a lot simpler.
Yeah.
So I think in some ways I'd rather... There's a lot more pressures on children today.
Yeah.
And I think they're not allowed to be children. They're forced to think about grown-up issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you think of any grown-up issues you're forced to think about and you'd rather not?
Yeah. In a lot of cases, people's parents splitting up. People have to go through that, which is hard. And just things about having to think about high school before you go to high school.
How's your husband doing? Is he good?
My husband's not here anymore.
I'm
He
sorry.
died. Just
How long
over
were you guys married for?
1962. 61 years.
No more maths.
38.
Over what?
No more math.
That was like 50. 6 years you guys were married.
No, 60.
No, 60.
Better get out your pen again.
Around 61.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that he passed.
He was 8 years older than me, and I was horrified when I discovered that. I was only 17.
Yeah.
But my mum must have liked him because she said, "Oh, that's all right. Your dad's 11 years older than me." Mind you, he died when he was only in his 60s, and she lived till she was 95.
Wow. What's the hardest thing about being a parent?
Letting go.
Yeah. Have any of your children gotten married? You said that one got married to an Italian man.
Yeah. Yes, my son's married, but they haven't been able to have any children, which was a big disappointment to them.
Do you have any grandchildren?
Yes, I have 2 in Italy, and I have one here in Australia. But my daughter in Australia has developed a gay lifestyle, and we can't agree on that because I'm a Christian and I just don't think it's right.
Yeah.
So there's been a bit of a,
You don't talk to her anymore?
well, I do talk to her, but also she's a businesswoman.
Yeah.
So she's been very helpful with my move here and all that sort of thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always been Christian?
Have I always won?
Have you always been Christian?
No, I haven't. That was in, oh gosh now, but a long time. Yeah. I had a friend who was a Christian, and we used to take our children to a preschool sort of thing, and she used to ear bash me all the way.
Yeah.
And finally, she invited me to a meeting, and I went, and I was impressed to hear about God being my father. And I thought, well, if God's my father, I don't have to worry about anything ever again. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And they had an altar call at the end, and I thought, oh, well, I'll go out and I'll tell her what I've discovered. And she said, but what about Jesus? And I thought, what's he got to do with it? And I went home, and funnily enough, my children had been going to a Sunday school with a neighbour, and there was a Good News Bible there. And I just opened it up, and I read, Jesus said, no one comes to the Father except through me. And I thought, oh, well, that settles it.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. I never ever changed after that.
Are any of your children religious?
No.
Yeah, my mum grew up in a religious household. Her sister is religious, and so is her husband. My mum's not religious. Her mum's not religious anymore, because I think once her parents got older, they kind of weren't really religious that much anymore. But so only one of the people in that family ended up being religious.
Well, it's not so much religion. I don't like that word. It's about a personal relationship with God. Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
Just over 18 months.
18 months.
Oh, so it's quite recent.
Yeah, fairly recent, yes. Yeah, but I'm still getting to know people's names. It's taken a long time.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've got name badges.
Because there's a lot of people here, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of people here.
Have you got any friends here?
I haven't got really close with anyone. I'd like to. But lots of acquaintances and lots of activities, and my favourite thing is every Wednesday here they have music on the terrace, and some of the people that live here are musicians, and they come and sing the old songs, and you can sing along if you want,
What's your favourite music? Do you like country music?
Yeah, country music and classical music to a degree.
Yeah.
Chopin, you have heard of him? No. Yeah. And I do a lot of crossword puzzles and
Yeah.
kind of words
My
and all that
grandma
sort
does
of. Does she? Yeah. Yes. And I knew that when my husband died, I wanted to be in a place like this,
Yeah.
where there's a community rather than in in a unit somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Just over 12 months ago. The 9th of July, I'll never forget the date.
Last year?
Yes, last year.
That must have been really hard for you.
Yes, it was, but it was relief in a way too, because he'd been unwell for a long time and his balance had been affected and could hardly hear.
So he was like very sick.
Sorry?
He was very sick.
Yeah.
What illness do you have?
Well, it started off as prostate cancer, and I think he got a cancer in the brain.
Like a brain tumor?
And I don't know whether it was related to prostate or whether it was something separate, but he got all confused mentally.
How old was he when he died?
89.
89.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I'd hoped he'd make his 90th birthday, but he didn't.
How far away was he?
How far away?
Yeah.
He was here. I was in the hospital when he died. He said to me on the morning, he said, I think you better, this is how confused he got, I think you better call the electricity people. I said, electricity people? And he meant emergency, he got the right initial. So I did, and they came and they took him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And they said that they couldn't do anything for him and I'd have to make arrangements for a nursing home. And I prayed and others prayed with me that wouldn't happen, and it didn't. I got the phone call to say that he died at the hospital. So
Yeah.
it was much better than having to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's everything. Thank you again very much for letting us interview you. It was very fun.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, we
You
did.
did?
Hope to see you again.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.